It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. What's poppin'? Welcome to the next episode of Let It Flow. I got Zaidra with me.
Hey.
Appreciate you coming on the show.
No problem, anytime.
So where you from?
I'm originally from Jamaica, but now I live in Houston.
You're from Jamaica?
Yes, you know.
So how long did you live in Jamaica for?
Until I was 10 years old.
What was it like living in Jamaica?
It's very different. I grew up in the country of Jamaica, like the countryside, no street lights, no roads like that, you feel me? It was very difficult, I'll say. Everything wasn't as nice as it is here.
So there's a country in Jamaica.
Like the countryside.
Yeah, I never thought about Jamaica having a country area.
The ghetto, like.
Oh, the ghetto.
Yeah.
Okay. You said there was no street lights?
No street lights. And then like where I live, instead of it being a regular road, it was like a dirt road, like no lanes. Like yeah.
Did the streets have names?
I don't remember them having names. No.
So how do you get around? How do you know where to go?
Okay, so like I grew up in like Waterworks. So that's in Westmoreland, Jamaica. And yeah, like there's no street names like that.
You just got to remember where to go.
You got to know where you at.
There can't be no GPS.
I don't think the GPS going to work.
That's wild.
Don't go to where I'm from where you get fucked.
I mean, I would love to visit Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely, but just not where I'm from.
Yeah. So what side of Jamaica is that on?
It's closer to Montego Bay.
Montego Bay?
Yes.
So is it near the water?
I mean, we have beaches.
Oh, yeah?
It's an island.
But it could be towards the middle, you know?
Yeah, it's there's water everywhere.
So you got beaches?
Yeah.
Those are probably
It's
some
beautiful.
nice natural beaches.
Beautiful. I don't go on the beaches here because it's dirty.
Yeah, no, I would not go to the beach in Houston. No. I'm from Florida. So I know about the beach. Here, I would never.
Never. I went there once, actually. Don't let me cap on this camera, but I went there one time, and I just put my feet in, and my feet started peeling and stuff, and I was just like, never again.
From the water here?
It's so nasty. Like, my body was just
projecting
reacting.
It's brown.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen, it looks like lake water or something.
It's dirty.
It's disgusting. Dirty. I see you been creating content. Like, what motivated you to become a content creator?
You see me making content?
Yeah.
What motivates me is my passion for it. It's not something I originally started off doing, but after I blew up, actually right before I blew up, that's when I got interested in doing it. Then I blew up and I started doing it. But I don't know, I just like the creative part of it. Like, I do what I want to do.
Right, you got full control.
Yeah, I got full control over it.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too. That's being able to do whatever you want.
Whenever you want.
Right, on
Yeah,
your own
that
schedule.
part.
Yeah, for real. So, what creators inspires you to become a content creator or to go hard?
Inspire me. Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't think. I look at myself as my biggest competition. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm not really inspired by anyone per se.
Right.
I like what everyone does, like,
yeah.
But I'm not like, oh my God, I want to get like this person or that person. I just do my own thing on my own time. When God's ready for me to be at a certain place, I'll be there. You feel me? So, yeah.
So you're the originator of your content.
Yeah.
I feel like there's different kinds of content creators. There's like people who actually like are the wave. The front of the wave.
Yeah.
And they actually like pave the way and they do their own thing. Mm-hmm. And then there's people who just like ride the wave.
Yeah. Everybody nowadays are some followers, so.
Yeah. It is. Everybody's followers. Like the only way people can usually typically go viral is to just like
follow something.
Yeah. Follow a trend.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's just if you're creative and you could create your own flow, go with it. I've never been the type to like want to be like anyone else. I hate matching. Oh my God. So I don't even want somebody matching with me. I'll cut up my outfit and make something new just because we're wearing the same thing.
So you want to be the only one. I notice a lot of women are like that. Us dudes don't care.
I know.
Whatever.
Guys don't care.
I noticed that you do a lot of photo shoots and you do have a lot of unique looks to them.
Yes, I model. Each of my photo shoots have a different theme depending on what the photo shoot is for, and I'm very versatile per se.
So do you come up with the concepts yourself?
Most of the time, no. Sometimes, yes. Like my next shoots that I'm planning on doing going into 2024, they're all gonna be my concepts, my ideas, because I feel like I haven't pushed my ideas out there. I've just been the muse, and everybody been, using me.
So do you use the same photographer, or you switch it up?
No, I like switching it up.
Okay.
Different people for different things.
So they bring concepts and stuff like ideas.
Sometimes, or sometimes, not all the time.
That's actually helpful though. That's real helpful.
Yeah.
Being able to have someone give you the direction. So when you're taking the pictures, they tell you how to take them too, or just
no. I pose. I do my own thing. They might make suggestions based on what I'm doing already, but I pretty much do my own thing, and we bounce off each other. Pretty much. That's how I work.
That's dope. That's good. Not everybody's able to do that.
I know. They be telling me all the time, like, you're so easy to work with. Yeah.
So I'm about to switch the whole subject up and ask you something deep. So tell me what your hardest struggle was in your life.
Hardest struggle? Dang, I got a lot of them. Okay, hold on. My hardest struggle would have to be... Dang, I got a lot. Okay. Can I just...
This is about you.
Okay, so I got a few. Let me talk to y'all. Okay, so one would have to be going through homelessness. 2 would have to be losing my father, and in a way that was inhumane, per se, and not knowing who murdered him, and 3 would have to be having a child in a state/city where you have absolutely no help, no guidance, and everybody just leave you for dead, and you got to figure everything out by your lonely. So those are like my top 3, I would say.
Dang, that's tough. Let's go back to the first one, homelessness. You want to talk a little more about that? I know it's a pretty deep topic, but you know what? It makes you who you are. It makes you.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't have like family, and I barely have friends. I don't deal with foolishness, and I don't deal with people like that. So I don't have like a fallback like most people would. So when I went through a situation where I didn't find a place in time, I was in homelessness. Like, I couldn't find a place in time. Growing up, I lived with different people, so my credit was demolished. Okay? So that made it even harder to find a place, and I didn't have like a fallback. You feel me? So I was homeless for a little while, because especially how I was in college and I had a baby. So I had to try to manage all that, find a place. And yeah, it was a whole lot.
That's tough. Well, we're glad you figured it out. Yeah. Some people end up just, there's so many homeless people in Houston.
Yeah, there is. And that's a soft spot for me. I've always been into helping people.
Yeah.
Ever since I was young. Like, I literally used to be stealing from stores to help homeless people. Until I got caught in elementary school.
In elementary school?
Yes, because there used to be this homeless person that used to be like on my way back home. I used to walk home with my friends. And like, I always wanted to help, but I would always spend my money on sunflower seeds and candy. But then I'll like see them and I'll be like, okay, hold on, I'll be right back. And I'll go in the store and I'll sneak a little in my jacket pocket. Yeah, y'all, I got caught though.
You got caught by the person working there?
Yeah, they called my mom because they liked my mom. So they called my mom.
Luckily, they didn't call the cops.
Hell yeah.
So was that in Jamaica?
That was out here. That was in Connecticut, actually.
Oh, okay, in Connecticut. Mm-hmm. Dang, that's wild. Mm-hmm. I mean, but don't ever forget about that part of you though, helping people. I feel like it can be a weakness because
it is, because people take advantage of it. But it's cool.
Because I'm the same way. I'm the same type of person. I love helping people, but I've been burnt a lot of times.
Yeah. That's what comes with the territory.
Yeah. Comes with the territory. But so sometimes it'll make us like eventually stop trying to help people. So I just learned to just only help people who really want to use it. Because sometimes you help people, you put time and energy into it, and they don't use they don't use what you give them, and it's like, or they take advantage of it. It's like, all right, I ain't doing that.
That's facts. I move when God tells me to move. If God tells me to help you, I'm gonna help you. If I feel it deep down in my heart that I should not help you, I will not help you. I don't care what you're saying. Like, I will not help you.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
No, I mean facts though. I mean that's how you gotta do it.
Yeah.
So the second one you said about your father.
Yes. So recently my dad was murdered in Jamaica. And since it's like a very messy situation, yeah.
Wow.
Right now, like the government is so corrupt down there where I'm from, especially because my father helped build the community up, and he brought in a lot of jobs, opportunities, money, and stuff for the community. He's well known around the entire island. And, jealousy and stuff like that is what took him out.
Really?
Family.
And
friends, yes. So even though the police and stuff is paid off, stuff happens. But at the end of the day, everything will come to light. So I'm not really worried about it. I just got to worry about keeping myself away from people.
So when did this happen?
This actually happened in March.
In March of this year?
Yes.
How'd you take it?
Better than most because I knew it was going to happen. Like, I literally had a dream, like the beginning of the year, and I told him. Yeah, so I took it better than most.
You had a dream about this? Mm-hmm. About him dying?
Mm-hmm. And I told him when he was in the car with his friends, and they were all laughing.
Wow. Mm-hmm. What was the dream like? What happened in the dream?
I told him that someone's going to kill him.
Oh, somebody killed him in the dream. Wow. Does that happen to you often? Mm-hmm. Do you remember your dreams?
Majority of them.
How do you feel about that?
It's a good thing, I guess. I feel like it's a gift because most people don't even remember their dreams. My dreams are pretty accurate for the most part. Sometimes it tells me something that happened a long time ago or something that's to come. That's pretty much how it goes. Sometimes there are warnings. Sometimes, yeah.
So, what do you like? Is there anything you feel like you do that makes you remember your dreams specifically? Like, do you when you wake up and you dream? Like, what do? Like, you just
when I wake up and I dream,
like you dream and you wake up, like you don't, like you just remember it. It never goes away.
Sometimes I don't.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't, and it'll take like something happening to me for me to like remember it.
Okay, for it to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot about dreams. I feel like there's something about them.
Yeah, they just not in your head just because, like, I don't care what nobody say.
Something tells me that, like, we go somewhere else when we dream.
Yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people can astral project and do a lot of things in different places outside of here. But if you're not careful, yeah.
I like every night when I go to sleep, I put this, like me and my fiance, we put this like thing on. It's like astral projection frequencies or whatever.
What the
hell? It just sounds like music, but it has frequencies behind it. And
so y'all be trying to astral project
together? We try.
What the fuck?
Well, at least I do. You know what I'm saying? And she's just along for the ride.
Nah, like
do you think it's a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. I feel like you don't need music though.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
No more.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
Actually, I think that's what I did one time, but I was somewhere else and someone like who found out that someone who knew me and that the fact that I remember my dreams, they told me, they was like, oh, well, if you know so much in your dreams, you should try doing this in your dreams.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, so I tried doing what they said, and I literally got trapped in my dream. Like I was not there. Like, I was trapped out for like a whole full day. Like, I didn't wake up until like the next day. Like, I went through a whole day sleep, like, and
Really?
didn't even know.
But was it fun? Were you?
Hell no, I was trapped. Let me tell y'all. So, let me tell you this tea. So, I was in there. I was asking the questions. I was doing the stuff, and
You had full control of your dream.
no.
Okay.
No. I didn't have any control. So when I was there, that's why I don't believe that it was a dream, because I didn't have a say so. So when I was there, wherever I was at, there was all these people I didn't know, and I pretty much was like talking, and then all of a sudden they warned me about something. I'm not about to say. And then it just started getting dark, and it was like being in a box. And the more I kept trying to wake myself up, I was just not getting out.
Whoa.
Yes. And I didn't wake up till like the next
Dang. So it can be bad. Dang. See, I'm trying to go there on some fun shit. I ain't trying to do that type
like
of
flying in the air and flipping upside down?
Or like, I just want to be able to like, so I heard this thing, right? So I don't know if it's true, but maybe you could try it since you have the ability.
I ain't going back.
He said, I ain't going back. But I heard this thing about like manifesting in your dreams. So you go into your dream. See, now you didn't have, that's why I asked if you had control. I guess if you have control, or maybe you did, you didn't know. Maybe you could have manifested yourself out of there. Maybe been like, I'm out. You could have imagined in your mind, I'm not here no more.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know how much control we really have. But like maybe we can manifest some things in our dreams and it can actually benefit in this world too. Happiness, abundance, things like that. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to astral project or get into the astral realm or whatever you call it, and then be able to just like manifest like a life, the life I want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. I heard about it, but I don't know if it's real. But hey, I'm gonna try.
Might as well. I'm not gonna try though. I'm gonna get tried. But yeah, usually before I go to sleep, I try to manifest what I want out of life and how I would like my life to be.
Right.
As I'm falling asleep, or right when I wake up.
Right.
So yeah.
I mean, maybe you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about it before you go to sleep, and then so.
Hopefully.
So I wanted to ask you about a situation that happened with you. So there was a video you were in, right? And so just tell me about what happened that day. Like, have you talked about that at all?
I spoke about it on my channel like a while back, right when it happened.
It was a minute ago, but I just want to bring it back up, and talk about it today.
The whole colorism and
yeah.
Realistically, that's something that's still going on to this day in the clubs everywhere. I dealt with it growing up, and a lot of people still deal with it. Whether you're black, white, yellow, blue, like you're gonna deal with it. Depending on where you are. Always depends on where you are. When it came onto that video, I was like, at first I didn't know what type of video it was gonna be until we started.
Okay.
So before the video started, from what I remember, it was just these dudes trying to talk to me. I wasn't paying nobody no mind. I'm not the type to like, especially if I know I'm not interested in you, baby boy. Why do you feel like you could talk to me? But yeah, like that's just how I am. Like, not on no rude, cocky stuff. Like I'm cool with being friends and whoop-de-woo, but no, like, so fast forward, we did the video, and the same dudes that was trying to talk to me, they was on some negative stuff, basically like talking down on my skin tone and talking about, they will not deal with, girls my shade. But I'm like, have you not heard of the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, sweetheart? Like, you trapping. But yeah, like, outside of that, it was just like, okay, I was like pretty much annoyed because it's like, okay, nothing new, 1, 2, why? Like, what is the reason? Like, that's more so how I felt about it.
So what exactly do they say to you?
Like, I don't deal with dark skins. Oh, you're too dark, or things along them lines.
Has anybody ever said it to you before that?
Yes, all the time. They used to make fun of my skin color all the time, especially when I was in Jamaica because I was even darker. And they used to like compare me to the plastic bags.
Well, I'll tell you from my opinion, it's very beautiful.
Thank you.
So I don't know why people think like that. Actually, I get very confused why people think like that.
I appreciate my skin color. It doesn't bother me because I knew growing up, when I almost died as a baby from the wrong injection at the hospital, my skin was half white and half black. Really? Like, it wasn't even this dark. Like, I forgot the name of it, but it was half white, half black, and like my peoples didn't think it was going to change. And then as I got older, it completely evened out and I got a whole new tone, you know?
Wow.
So I appreciate my skin tone. So nothing anyone can say is going to make me be like, oh my God. Like,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing about it when it happened and seeing the clips of it, and I never understood like why people think like that. Because me personally, I'm actually colorblind, so I have
Really?
trouble seeing colors. Yeah, so I don't know if that I don't know what it is with me personally, but like I don't feel like I don't even notice like skin color like that. Like we see it, but like I don't really feel like I don't know why anybody would feel like one's better than the other. I feel like everything like beauty is way more than just skin tone.
Exactly.
Beauty goes deep. It goes into who you are inside. I mean, it's a look, but it's everything. Beauty is more than that. So I don't know why people would see it that way, but I'm glad you didn't take it too hard. So.
Yeah, but it was just like I know that there's a lot of women and a lot of people in general, like even people that's not even dark. There's lighter tone people that deal with stuff like that, be made fun of because of their skin tone, whether it's in their family or not.
Right.
And it's like, not a lot of people have the strength and confidence to like, keep a smile on their face when somebody just bashing. You feel me? Like, especially when it's something that you don't have a problem with it, but it's like, why does everybody hate something that I'm okay with? Like I can't control my skin tone.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, I think that's the main thing is how you like your self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. And if you never let nobody like get to you and make you feel no way, I feel that's all that really matters at the end of the day. But it's crazy. So when they said that to you, what did you say? What was your reaction?
When it was my turn to talk to them?
Yeah.
I completely ignored that. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not even gonna phase you when it comes on to stuff like that because I know you just trying to talk to me. But it's just like I completely ignored it and said what I felt about each person. I don't even remember what I said because it was so long ago. But I said how I felt about each person. And that was pretty much it. Like I didn't say, oh, you're fat, you're ugly because you sat up. No, I'm not even that type of person. I'll probably tell you that off camera maybe. But I'm not going to embarrass, trying to bring you down, especially in front of so many people. Like, I'm not going to do that.
So you didn't get petty and say anything back?
No.
That's good. So after it happened, a lot of people shouted you out, huh?
Yeah.
Did you remember who shouted you out? Do you remember?
I know Suki said something in regards to it. Clarence Queen Naja said something in regards to it. SZA started following me because of it. Summerella was the first person that said something in regards to it. Yeah, it was like a lot of people. I don't remember everyone.
That's crazy. How did that feel when that happened?
I was overwhelmed. I turned off my phone because I'm not a person who, like, for instance, when it was happening, my friends was like, oh my God, you are at 50K, you're at 70K. And I'm like, okay, it's not that deep. Like, at the end of the day, what I care about and I liked about the whole situation was that people was able to see that, hey, you're not the only one that dealing with stuff like this, especially in crowded rooms where everybody's just like, hey, you're white, you're black, you're yellow. Like, like there's other people that know, hey, other people going through this too, which they know, but seeing it happen and seeing how I reacted to it and was not fazed by it, I feel like they took up on, And I was never like, I'm not a cocky person. I'm very humble. So when that whole thing was going on, my phone was off. When people was coming up to me trying to do the most, I was just like, hey, I'll take a picture. I'll, talk to them and stuff like that. I'm not a stuck up,
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's good to see all that support, to see that many people just support the situation. It basically built a community on your page.
Yeah, and there's like so many. It's still going on today. Like it's still, y'all. I can't talk. It's still going on today. Like especially in Houston clubs, y'all. Like it's so bad. Like if I didn't have any followers, most of the stuff I'm able to do, it would not happen. Cause I see how they treat me before they, especially in the clubs. Like I don't even go out no more.
Really?
Simply because like even one night. They basically tried to kick me out the section because I was too dark. Simply, I was too dark. The whole section, light skins to bright. And I was standing there and they was like, she has to go to the other one over there. And I'm just like,
I hate to ask whose section was that? You know what? You ain't got to say it.
He knows. Yeah, like, no, like, they tried to kick me out. And I literally stood there and I was like, didn't your homeboy just invite me here? I didn't even want to come. Two, I feel uncomfortable because like, where's the cut? Like, come on, let's get a color wave going in this hoe. Like, y'all got like, you know, like, ain't nothing wrong with what you guys got going on, but just mix it in. Let's blend stuff together. You know,
Yeah.
like,
it's so strange. You know, coming from Atlanta, like, because I moved here from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta, but I lived there for like 6 years, and it's not like that in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, not from what I see. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
it's a big mixture of everything over there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand that, and I've actually seen a lot of that, and I get confused. I'm like, I don't understand.
it's stupid. Like, it's like a whole image that they go for, and it's so annoying. Like, why?
Who cares? Like,
Like,
I mean,
it does not matter. And most of the people that's in the section don't look good. Like, you're just going off skin tone. You forget to look at face. Like, it's sad. Like, I feel bad. And it's usually never mind. Yeah. Continue.
usually what?
I gotta pee.
Okay.
So
okay.
bad.
But yeah, that was a crazy situation though. But at the end of the day, it actually ended up benefiting you in the long run.
Which one?
The colorism one.
Oh, the colorism one? Yeah.
Because
I mean,
as far as the followers.
as
you know,
far as the followers, that was God. Because, yeah, that was God. And he just used that situation to show me something. But that was nothing.
and the
I
way you
appreciate
dealt with it too.
Yeah.
You were tested.
Because it was God. And I knew it was because the way it happened. It was like I had a conversation with God, and I was just like, you know I'm destined for certain things, and it's like everything I'm doing is like in vain, like it's not being seen. And literally like a few days after, boom, that happened. And I think it was just a spark. That was nothing, y'all. I appreciate everyone, but that was just a spark. Wait till the actual blow up.
That was just the beginning, huh?
That was just a spark. And I knew it was a test, so that was just a spark.
Well, I'm glad to see it.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to seeing it, I should
Yes.
say. So, everybody's been talking about this Cheesecake Factory. Go on a date on the first date.
What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
That's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, if a dude brought you on a date and it was the first date and it was to the Cheesecake Factory, how would you feel?
I'll feel fine. Like, I don't eat cheesecakes, but their burgers are good. Like, I'll be fine. Like, nowadays social media have certain people, especially people that I don't feel that is deserving of certain things, thinking that they deserve all these high quality things when you're not even worth. I shouldn't say that. You think that you're worth that money, but realistically, you're not. Like, what are you bringing to the table to sit there and be like, oh, bring me to some expensive restaurant? Like, you're just not. It's a date. You're getting to know someone.
Right.
So whatever they decide to do with you that you guys agree upon, I feel like that's good enough. Like, if y'all go to the park, that's good enough. It's a date. It's not marriage or an engagement party or, like, chill out. Like, calm down. Like, social media got y'all heads messed up, like, real bad.
For real, I be seeing like all these girls in the comments and stuff like on this post being like, "Oh, I would never go on. I would never
Yes, they
accept that
will.
as a date."
Yes, they will.
For real.
Baby, I had some of my birthdays at Cheesecake Factory. What you talking about? I like the cheesecake. You tripping. Like, my mom bought me my laptop, my MacBook, my first MacBook, and we ate at the Cheesecake Factory. What is wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
Exactly. I mean, I feel like it's a nice restaurant.
It is. Like, people just too prideful nowadays, and it's like, calm down. Like, you're making, like, nothing's the same anymore. Like, chill out. The Cheesecake Factory is still a restaurant. Eat. If you don't like it, go home. Like, shit.
Exactly. I feel the same. If I brought a girl on a date to the first date to the Cheesecake Factory and she told me that I wasn't good enough, then that's all I need to know.
Yeah, you don't need to see her again. Because
Exactly.
Baby girl probably don't got food in her fridge. She probably don't know how to cook. So how is that not good enough? Like, can you cook your own meal? Like, can you make a good meal that's good enough? Like, chill out. Like, most people, like, no. Like,
I agree. So tell me this: when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody, how do you feel like the bill should be split?
The bill, it depends. Like, it really depends, honestly. I'm not a person that goes for just money. So I feel like it depends. Like, it depends.
So what does it depend on?
It depends on y'all income. Like, who's making more? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? If you're with someone who say they're just starting a business and they're not seeing all their profits right away, you might have to carry some weight for a little while. You know, like, and I'm fine with that. But it's just like, it depends. But realistically, men are supposed to be providers. So it depends. It depends on your mindset and where you are in life and what you really want in that moment.
Okay. I can see that. So let's say that like you both make the same amount of money. Mm-hmm. How much do you feel like you should pay and he should pay?
Usually I know my man is going to pay all the bills. But I will be doing other little things to make him feel like, hey, you paying all the bills, but I'm carrying some weight over here as well. Like, you know, like even when I go out, even now, like when I go out with someone, even if it's a date, they're paying that bill, but I'm tipping. Even if you tip, I'm still tipping. Like, you know, that's just how I am.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense. So when it comes to dating and meeting men, like what's the top 3 things that you look for?
Ooh, gosh. Oh my God. Questions. A look. Before I didn't go off looks, hence baby daddy. But before I didn't really go off looks. I really go off your character, your mentality, mindset. But now it's still your character, mentality, and mindset, but your drive, like your drive and how you take care of yourself. I'm not saying you got to be the sexiest man on this planet, but take care of yourself. Make sure you're keeping yourself up, getting a haircut, brushing your teeth, bathing. Some of y'all don't like to bathe. Like, you know, like little stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it? Okay. I respect that. So how do you feel about dating like in today's society, like in these days?
It's terrible. I hate it. Dating is like all the way messed up nowadays. I wish we could press the restart button because everyone's expectations are extremely high and it's just not as genuine. I don't know, like everyone's end goal is different now. Like before the end goal was, yeah, let's get married, let's have babies. But now it's like, yeah, let me get in between them cheeks and let me get that bag. You feel me? Like it's different. It's
definitely like that. It's definitely like that. I mean, I feel like it's different all around. Like it's from the male and the female perspective.
Both.
Because like just like we're talking about the Cheesecake Factory, as far as dating, like the expectations are high on both ends, for sure. And I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to reach those expectations these days.
Normal people with money, they're going to meet the expectations, but the expectation that you have for them, it's not going to get met, sweetheart. Like, yeah, they're going to meet your expectation, but yours ain't going to get met.
Exactly.
You want a loyal man, you're not having it. Like, no.
So it seems harder now to find, like, people who are, like, on the same accord. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like someone's always going to feel like one of them's going to feel like they don't meet each other's expectations these days. Yeah.
That's because everybody's expectations are unrealistic and based off what they see. Like I said before, everyone like to follow. So if you see, no offense, I like Jada Waiter. If you see Jada Waiter and Ari walking around, yeah, my man got me this, yeah, we went here, da-da-da, you're going to want that. You're going to want that as a woman. Like, oh, yeah, they're getting all these nice things. Oh, yeah, all these top people are saying they get this, they get that. This, that, the third, you're going to want that as a woman because you're going to want to feel special. You feel me? And so that's where everything's like messed up because everyone is looking at other people's lives and what they're doing and wanting the same thing instead of going based off their life and what's meant for them.
Oh, you got a good point. I didn't really realize it though, because like social media is so crazy. Like we only see what the best part of people's lives.
Social media is so fake. Oh, those people be faking. They be miserable most of the time. They man be cheating. They be mad. Yeah, their bills are paid, but they don't got love for real. Like they be miserable. Like so, you know, you got to look at it as like a Pinterest board. You know, like, yeah, it's like something fun to look at. Some goals that you know, like, you
Right.
gotta look at it. Take it with a grain of salt and do your own thing. Don't compare yourself to other people in their lives.
And it's like us as the creators, we see it that way. You know what I'm saying? But like the people who are looking at our stuff or other people's stuff, they don't realize that.
They believe everything.
They believe it all.
And they make up their own like scenarios and stuff. It's crazy. Everybody's just delusional. I'm delusional too, but not like that.
Tell me your horror story on your worst date ever. Did you just have that one date that was just, you don't got to say no names, but like, or was just horrible?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
Because I don't date people like that. And usually if I date you, we're together. We're together, and I've only been with, 4 people?
Oh, really?
So 4 or 5, 1 or 2. But, you know, each date was at a different point in my life and was what they could do. So I can't be like, oh, it's still so terrible. Like, no, like everything fit the age, fit the, you know, everything. Like, I don't have a horrible date.
Okay. So
and I don't want one.
So you mentioned earlier about the way women are with their body in comparison to how it used to be.
It's so bad.
Tell me a little more about that.
I mean, no shade. And you could do whatever you want with your body because I don't clock pum pum. I don't clock pum pum. So it's your pum pum. Do what you want with your pum pum. Now with mine, I just like most of the things that the media and stuff push nowadays is sex. Sex sells. Realistically, it does. Shit, it's everywhere. You feel me? But I feel like they're pushing a deeper motive in a way. And I'm the type, I'm sorry, if you tell me go left, I'm going to ask why and then go right. You feel me? So since you're pushing that so much, I feel like there's something deeper to it, such as like they know something we don't as far as our bodies, which I finally experienced. Like when you're sleeping around with other people, like so many people at like casual sex, it's not good for your body as a woman. Now men, go ahead, that's cool. And I know people's gonna be like, that's not fair, but that's just what it is. I'm not saying it's okay for men to do that because you should have control of your body, but it's better than a woman doing it because men are like keys, right? So it's better to have a universal key that can open any lock versus a lock that can be opened by any key. That means that the lock is not doing what it's supposed to do. You know, it's not useful. So that's how I view the pum pum and the, you know. So
wow, that is a great example. That's a great example.
But a lot of people gonna be like, oh my God, but you shouldn't be. No, you know I'm right because first of all, you notice that when you're doing that with everyone, it's harder for you to get a man to attach to you. It's harder for you to do certain things. Like literally. I'll just say yeah. But literally, like, I could sit there and whoever I'm dealing with, because I don't deal with much people. Like, for instance, the dude that I'm dealing with, whatever, he, like, I could pick up on his emotions, and he's all the way in Florida, y'all. Like, I could pick up on his emotions. I could sense when something's about to happen. I could sense when something's wrong. He could, like, you know, like, it's different versus with someone else. Yeah, like, you done messed with them, but this person's damn near broken. They numb. Like they have so much that's been in the like even like yeah, like there's so much more to sex than just casually having it with everyone. Like it's not for everyone. Women are basically portals. Like we bring life into this world. So you should look at it as something sacred and, you know, valuable, not just something that anyone can have. Yeah.
So you mentioned also that with society today, like a lot of women are treated a certain way for thinking that way, right?
Yes, man. I swear to y'all, like I have people convincing me to give up the punani. Like, why are you begging me to give up my punani? Like, I'm not telling you to close your legs, but you want to beg me to give up my punani. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, I feel like you're treated different. Like, men know who they can, just
right
with, and they know who they can't try that with most of the time. You feel me? So they're always gonna go for the versus the,
Right.
So you're treated differently. Like, you don't get most things handed to you. A lot of girls who spread their pum pum all the time get gifts and surprises and vacation and money. Basically, modern day tricking, prostitution. But other girls who's like, damn, holding it down. It's like, damn, we get treated like shit. Like, we get treated like shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I thought it was the other way around, but we get treated like shit, y'all.
You know what? Maybe it used to be like that. It's a different world.
It used to be. Yeah, but now it's like, it's not like that. You want respect, be a hoe. I'm kidding.
Well, it's different types of respect.
Yeah.
Different types of respect, so.
Yeah.
So do you feel like today's music has an effect on that, specifically the female artists?
Definitely. Like, there's barely any real talent anymore when it comes on to music, and I'm not like a music girly or whatever. Yeah, like, now they just pushing bullshit sex, spreading your ass, clapping them cheeks, riding niggas' faces, hopping from man to man. It's just like, now, like, it's just different. Like, back then, they used to be nasty back then. They be talking that shit in them songs, but it was more like love, passion, like, it was not
more tasteful.
Yeah, tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just, I mean, I be saying ski here and there, but back then they actually was singing about stuff. The stuff now is just catchy. That's
it's cool when you're like lit in the club and stuff, but like if you're trying to just chill and think about some shit, like you're like, bro, you can't listen to that.
That stuff is influencing you to literally hop from man to man. When you have a problem, talk to another man, take people's men. And I don't know why you want to take somebody's man, but take people's men. And yeah.
So subconsciously it's affecting us.
It's subconsciously affecting us. And now it's like going down to the kids. Because, they already destroyed the men. Ooh, y'all out of there. But women, they're on our asses now. And next up is the kids. They know what they doing.
Dang.
They know what they doing.
You actually have a point there. That's true. They're going after the kids right now.
They're going after the kids. Like, because the woman is, they done put Sexy Red. Sexy Red been signed, first of all. And now they really pushing Sexy Red. Like, and I fuck with her. Like, what I do like about her is she's true to herself. I can't blame her for anything that they have pushing, because she just being her.
Right.
She's true to her. And I like someone that's genuine and really real.
Right.
Versus somebody pretending to be someone they not,
Right.
But what they pushing,
See, the idea they push is even her music's catchy. She got good music.
It is. Okay. Good.
But like the thing is like it pushes the idea that living that lifestyle that she speaks about can get you rich and famous.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, I can, live like this. People realize, like, I don't know, like this was crazy. Like it's a crazy concept. Even.
But a lot of people is living like that already.
They are.
So it's just like, okay, that's just justifying their action and making more people feel like, yeah, I need to do that.
Exactly.
Because I ain't gonna lie, people will try to convince you to be like that. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
For sure. No doubt about it. The industry will.
Everything will. Everything.
So back to what we were saying before, like I feel like that's one of the connections. Like what you said about people have a lot of respect for living that type of lifestyle, giving it up to anybody who wants it. You know what I'm saying? So the music is kind of like what is part of what makes people feel like that's how people should be. The norm.
Yeah.
And like before, the norm was like, in the songs where they were like trying to finesse it and trying to really, really talk to a girl and really, like romance type shit.
Yeah, it was definitely romance. But now, I mean, they was still slick slide being hoes and stuff, but
right.
It wasn't this bad. Like I feel like there's such thing as balance. You're going to have good people, you're going to have bad people. You're going to have the hoes, you're going to have the not so much hoes. But It's just like, back then, it was more like balance, I would say. Now it's just like, everybody be hoes. No relationships. Let's break up all these damn marriages. Let's fuck the kids' head up too while we at it. You know, like that's just the motive. Like let's just destroy everybody. Let's make sure everybody has trust issues. The kids are not in stable homes. Like let's just destroy everything. That's just the motive now and the mentality.
Right. You're true. You're right. There's not a lot of balance. It's way over balanced. Because like you said, it was always stuff like this going on.
Yeah.
But I also feel like social media and us seeing it, you know, like we see it so much. Like a lot of this stuff probably was going on. We just didn't see it every day.
A lot of things was hidden.
And then TV didn't show it so much. Now it's like you see everything on TV. Like it don't matter what it is.
You don't see everything.
Everything. So I'm gonna switch the whole topic up. So how do you feel like there's life on other planets?
Yes and no.
Tell me what you mean by that.
Yes, as in I feel like there are other lives. There's other species of human people per se. But I don't think it's so much different planets. I feel like we're all just okay, you know what a snow globe look like? Mm-hmm. So I feel like we're all on this flat surface and everybody's in their own globe. Like say we're all on a table, but in in different globes. But it's not like completely closed off. There's a way to get into the other globe. It's just one door in, one door out. You feel me? Like, but only certain people know. I feel like that's how things are, to be honest. I don't think there's life outside of here because NASA be lying. Like they haven't even went to the moon. Like that's cap. So if y'all believe that, cap. So like it only makes sense that there's other people on this planet. Like
she don't believe in space at all.
They never been to space. I feel like everything above, the same thing that's above us is below us. You feel me? So when we look up and we see the clouds, skies, whatever, I feel like that's outside of the firmament or whatever, and it's really water. And I feel like below us is water. Like, was it NASA? They wasn't really going to space at first. I think they started off in the water. They
originally were doing like ocean explorations.
Yeah, but you notice how they not in the ocean no more? And nobody thinks about it. Like, why did they get their ass up out that water and trying to break this firmament, trying to go up? Like, realistically, I feel like they know there's other life down below. Everybody knows, like, we haven't even seen everything that's in the water. So there's life below, and since they're scared of what's down there, they trying to go up. Like, they trying to check out what's upstairs. So, I don't know. I think there's different lives.
So you think that it's a flat earth and we have different life forms in different areas of this world we're in?
Yeah, but each different life force, I feel like they're all here at, like, you know, humans are nosy and curious as hell. And, you know, curiosity kills the cat. So I guess we ain't gonna stop till we get killed. So, you know, like, yeah, I feel like they're here as well. Like, they're working alongside.
So you believe that there's like, I heard like an ice wall or something that surrounds the earth or something like that?
I believe that could be a possibility. I think it's almost like, what is it called? Fuck. Not Avatar, the other movie. Black Panther. Mm-hmm. So I think it's like more like a Black Panther type of thing. Like you see how they was able to get in and out of, you know? I think it's more so one of those. Because, you know, they have to tell us everything. So like they have to show it in the movie some way, somehow. Tell us some way, somehow.
Right.
So I feel like it's more so one of those type of thing where their technology is so advanced they could come in and out. I don't know if it's an ice wall, though. I don't know. I'm not 100... You know, I don't have any sides on that.
Yeah, on that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of theories about that. So you believe the Earth is flat? Like that's your belief on it?
Yes, you cannot convince me we're on a spinning ball. I would have fell off a long time.
So tell me this: if the world is flat, why would they lie to us and tell us it's this round?
Because they lie about everything.
They
lie about it. They try to tell me I came from monkeys. They lie about everything, bro. Like they lie about everything.
So you don't think we came from monkeys?
We did not come from no damn monkeys. Why is the monkey still here? Why is the monkey still here? We came from monkeys. Everything else evolved. And why are the monkeys still here?
Right.
Why aren't they talking to me? We should be. I feel like they really could talk to us somewhere, but why are the monkeys still here?
Why
I
they
did
so
not come
exist?
from no damn monkeys.
Well, one thing it could be possible is maybe they didn't evolve in certain areas of the world, but they did in others.
I didn't come from no monkey. Now, if you want to believe you came from a monkey, go ahead. Like,
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it. I think it's possible, but I don't believe it because, like, they find all these versions of humans that are more similar to a monkey. Like, we weren't standing straight up; we were standing more like arched, and they kept finding more and more skeletons. So, like, even like if you believe in the Bible, like we still could have evolved. It's just that the Bible didn't talk about it. You know,
we could have evolved, but then again, like, I realistically feel like the Bible is like coded in a way, like. Yeah, not everything in there is literal.
For sure.
The whole monkey thing, we ain't no monkeys. I'm not no monkey. You could be a monkey if you want to. But I'm not no damn monkey.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing it because, like, they haven't proven it. It's a theory.
It's a theory.
Because, like, there's a point in time during evolution where things went too rapidly. Like, we went from here to here in a really short time. So it's not really proven. Like, it's just a theory.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that you got kicked out of class.
Oh my God, no. I'm about to get kicked off social media too.
Tell me more about it. Like, you said something about Hitler. What'd you say?
Okay. They asked, do we think Hitler's actions was justifiable or something along the lines? And I just said, don't kick me off, bro. Like, all right, this is very traumatizing because they kicked me out. Okay, but I feel like we don't know. There's a lot of things that the government and society lies about. A lot of things that we don't know or understand. So I feel like when it comes on to the whole Hitler, I said Sittler, the whole Hitler situation and conversation, I feel like you don't know until you hear from the person. And that person is dead. So we don't know his motives. We don't know what he knew that we didn't know. And the fact that they're pushing this theory and teaching it in school and pushing all these things on us is making me believe that, hey, there's something that they're hiding that he knows. And there's something that he knows that they feel the need to hide and, make him seem like a bad person. Yes, I'm not saying that what he did is a pleasant thing, but I feel like he might have known something. There's a reason behind every action,
So I want to tell you what I think, and what you're saying makes sense, and to a certain degree. Obviously, what he did was horrible.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant thing. Like
no matter who you're trying to commit genocide on, it is not okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Period. Like, you should never commit genocide. You should never kill anybody. Period.
Exactly.
But when you look into like Illuminati or like things like that, people who run the world supposedly, a lot of those people are Jewish.
They are?
Yeah.
Y'all, I don't be knowing too much. I just know what
Well, I don't have anything against Jewish people, but I just know that,
They're
like,
Jewish?
No, I'm not Jewish. But I'm just saying I don't have anything against Jewish people, but I just know that, like, the Rockefeller, the Rothschild, a lot of these rich people who run the world, they're Jewish. Right? So
he might have been onto something. Because why?
You see what I'm saying?
Y'all, don't kick me off this.
Now, but let's so we don't get canceled here. Let's make one thing clear. Ooh. Hitler was a bad guy. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
He was a bad guy.
What he did. At the end of the day, I don't feel like killing people is justifiable. Like, even right now, when it comes on to war and stuff, in my head, get them leaders that's beefing to fight. You kill each other. Why are we sending people out there to die?
Right. Why don't y'all fight?
Like, y'all go fight. Y'all got the problem. I don't got no problem with them. I don't even know them. Like, you go fight. You feel me?
That's how it should. That's how it used to be. Like, back in the day, the kings used to ride on the horse in the front.
And they need to go back
fight.
and go on them horses and fight.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're just they're sending people overseas.
They want to sit and shed hundreds. They rather lose so many lives. So I don't think, killing people is okay. But I do believe that
there's something about it. So think about it. Like, if let's just say that these very powerful Jewish people have powerful places in the Illuminati, so they run in the world. Hitler's aware of that. He wants to run the world. So if he wants to run the world, the best way to do it is to kill the people that run the world and kill them all.
I feel like he knew something else. I don't think it was like that ignorant. He seemed like a very intelligent person. Yeah. So I don't think it was that. I don't know. Like, I think I don't know. I don't think it's based off ignorance that much. What he did was ignorant though. Like he shouldn't have killed all them people.
But think about it.
Just go to the
right. Well, yeah, that's true. But just think about like if you kill all like what kind of message is that? If, like y'all run the world, let me kill all your people.
All your people.
And it's like there's nobody left. So once I get to you, all your people are gone. So nobody can take your spot. And now I run the world. You know, so I don't know, but just to make one thing clear, let's just say that it is true. I don't know, it's a theory. But if it is true, it's like either way, he's a bad guy, they're a bad guy. It's just another bad guy trying to say, I want to run. Yeah, like chess. Like they're playing chess. He's just trying to win. At the end of the game, he's going to run the world. And it's going to be a worse world than this. Like him running the world, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, maybe not. I mean,
you never know because whoever running this shit right now. First of all, there's no sides, so there's really one person running this hoe, and everybody's just everywhere. I don't know. He probably knows something because even when Kanye, have you ever heard him talk?
Yeah,
he be talking about the Jews and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I feel like
why'd that happen?
Yeah, like
there's something about
deeper,
that.
But I don't want to.
Well, you want to know something interesting?
What?
After World War II, when it ended, a lot of those Nazis ended up getting hired by our government. Like the dude who ran NASA, the dude who was in control of NASA, when we went to the moon, was a Nazi. Werner von Braun. He's a Nazi, and he was working on the rockets for the Nazis. And after the war, we brought him over. It's called Operation Paperclip. Like a very high percentage of Nazis came to work for our government in all kinds of different departments. So we pretty much hired them. So
they couldn't have been that bad? Why are you bringing them over here? Like,
and those people were mass murderers. What
the hell?
But are we mass murderers? I mean,
yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel like
not we, but our government.
Yeah, I feel like the government here is just ridiculous. Like they kill, steal, and destroy things like the devil. Wouldn't be surprised if it is ran by the devil, but you know, like they kill, steal, and destroy.
Have you ever heard of the Do you know anything about the Freemasons?
What is that about? The
Freemasons, well, they're an organization that's been around for a long time, and they're almost every country in the world, specifically Europe. That's where they come from. Well, the original people who came, like the Pilgrims, came to America. But like if you look at like the Declaration of Independence, like when we first started, which is like the first document we signed that was like we're no longer part of Britain. This is our declaration. Like all the people who signed that were Freemasons. Almost every single president has been a Freemason. It's a society, a secret society, you could say. But they have like offices all over, everywhere, in Houston, everywhere.
I mean, that's probably because everything's ran by one person. Like, even when they be like, what is it, Democrats and Republicans? Like, I feel like that's still one. Like, why are you choosing at this point? Like, I know, yeah, there are differences, but realistically, everybody's under one. There's not two leaders. There's not four. There's one leader that run everything in every single country on this damn planet. You cannot sit here and make me believe that these leaders are not replaying a script or like going by a script or, you know, like everybody's playing their role accordingly. By, you know, like under one leader.
Yeah. I believe it's a group of people who lead it. And you want to know what's interesting is like when you spoke earlier about like Jamaica, like where you're from, where there's not even roads, areas like that aren't ran by those people. Because who's telling the people there what to do?
Oh, no, you can't tell them what to do.
They're doing whatever. So there are areas of the world that are actually free of this rule. But most of the world, I agree, is ran by some people for sure. Yeah. And those people have full control. And I think it's possible that Hitler was trying to destroy those people.
We never know. You never know. Yeah, like, he probably was. Maybe he just wasn't. But we never know. I would like to hear his side. I don't care what nobody says. I would like to hear his side. I'm not believing what they tell me.
Yeah, well, we'll never hear his side.
We'll never
I think that his side's going to sound crazy, you know?
Yeah, it is, because I feel like he would be extremely blunt and straightforward. And in the world that we live in today, everybody's super sensitive to everything. So it's going to come off extremely harsh and terrible. Like, everybody will hate him 10 times worse, even if he had
Any points?
Anything to say like as to why he did it. You feel me? Like even if he had a reasoning behind what he did besides just pure ignorance, like like we would just hate him even more.
Yeah, I agree. People aren't ready for that. No. So I have a question. Do you believe in aura?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about aura? Tell me what you know about it.
I feel like I wouldn't say aura. Okay, I guess like people do have auras. And not all people. I don't think everyone has an aura per se. Like, really? I don't think everyone has an aura.
Do you feel like not everybody can sense auras, or not everybody has an aura?
I feel like not everyone has one.
Really?
I feel like not everyone has that.
I feel maybe some people just don't have a strong aura. You can't really sense it. Maybe they're good at hiding their aura.
But how do you hide something like that? That's not something you could hide.
Well, maybe they don't realize they're hiding it. You know? Certain people are real secretive, and it even comes off in their aura in that way. You know?
I don't know. I just think some people just don't have one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I never really thought about that.
I don't know. Like,
so are you good at sensing auras?
What do you consider? What is okay, listen. I'm thinking aura is like, the light that you see within someone, right?
It is.
It is,
more
right?
or less.
So I took off my nail. Don't judge me. But okay, so it is the light you see in someone.
More or less, it's an energy you feel from someone, and it could be people describe it in different ways. Everybody has their own way of perceiving it. But so I asked because I actually had something. I found out some new information. I thought it was interesting. So I found out that there's like everybody gives off a frequency, and you ever heard about frequencies or vibrations? So everybody kind of gives off a frequency. So like let's say me and you were arguing right now, and we were in a full argument, and then somebody walked in the room and they didn't hear us, but like they could feel it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I found out that what it is like there's an electromagnetic field in every room. You can't see it; it's invisible. It's an electromagnetic field. So when we give off a frequency like anger, let's say me and you are angry right now, we're arguing. We're giving off a frequency of anger, and what that does is it affects the electromagnetic waves in the room, and it changes them. So when people walk in, they sense the electromagnetic waves, and then they're like, oh, so that's literally what an aura is. It's just us giving out a frequency, and then it affects the room. They walk in and they sense it like, oh, they're like, whoa. So I just thought that was interesting,
That's different.
It's almost like it explains like how we're able to sense things. Like it's almost like it's invisible. We can still feel it, like a vibe or an aura. Yeah. And then we find out that like frequencies are so powerful in this world. Like
everything's ran off it.
Everything. Even music. Like they put certain frequencies in music to make you feel a certain way, such as sad, or they might make you love. Like, oh, I love this song.
Have you ever seen Who Cloned Tyrone?
Yeah.
You saw the part where they did the whole music scene where they basically showed how they use music to control people. Like music, the way certain songs, certain music, certain frequencies are used to control us or influence the way that we think in a way.
Wow, I didn't even realize that. That's
what I got from it. Like from that portion where in the club they was leaving and that whole scene.
Dang, you're probably right. That's crazy. Like that movie was so weird because like Jamie Foxx disappears. He's in the hospital or something. But there's all this controversy. Remember that? Like it was like, oh, where'd he go? He's in the hospital. Where's he at? And then all of a sudden he just pops back up. And I ain't gonna lie, from my opinion, he looks a little different. He looks a little more light skinned.
Oh my
like
God.
He looks a little his face shape a little weird. I don't know.
I didn't notice that.
Like just next time you get him, man, look at some of the recent pictures of him. Like, and it's just like he looks different a little bit. Like
I wouldn't be surprised if he's cloned, honestly.
But like people are skeptical, saying, "Oh, I think he got cloned." And then what happens? He comes out with a movie called Who Cloned Tyrone right after he pops back up, and he's been gone for a while.
Because it's probably true.
It's like they put it right in our face.
I think it's true. I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. Like, no.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think that if they like back in the day, they used to kill people. Like if somebody's out of line, they kill you. Yeah. Like nowadays they're like, we can't keep killing people.
And people gonna start noticing, so they was like, yeah, we still gonna kill you. But we gonna bring you back to life with a new you, and the new you gonna do what we say, when we say it, how we say it, you know?
Exactly. So the conspiracies and stuff will die down. Because be like, oh well, dang. Because when you kill someone, everyone's like, well, hold on. You know what I'm saying? That's tragic. People like when Tupac died, when Michael Jackson died, like a lot of these big celebrities died. It really, even Nipsey, like it really affected people. People were like, dang, you know. So, but if they clone you, it's like people don't really notice it. They don't feel nothing. They got control of you, and nobody cares. Nobody notices. And then they put it. That's what happened in the movie. They're showing.
They put it in the movie. They do.
That was the whole idea of the whole movie. It's wild. But it just, back to what we were talking about frequencies. I just feel like frequencies have an effect, like with music. Like they could put a frequency in the song and make you feel like you love. You're sad or love. Like I love this song. Mm-hmm. Like every time I hear this song, I feel love. Like it's the frequency of love, so you feel me? And they'll be like sad. And a lot of people, when they hear a sad song, they're like, they feel it, like, oh, I feel this song. Yeah. And then they want to hear it when they're sad, but all the music is sad now. All the rap songs, they're always on like these sad, like little beats, everybody's just feeling, they got people on a low vibration.
I mean, a lot of people is already on low vibrations.
Exactly. The food we eat.
The food is fake. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, so I think that, that's all part of it, to keep us in this certain state of mind where I don't feel like we can use our full brain.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't do a lot of things that we should be able to do.
Like from back in the day, I feel like people were more able to use, like, they weren't affecting the food. They weren't doing all this stuff they're doing. So we were just free to just live. And we were way smarter. Like now, like we're literally carbon copies of just people on the social media. Literally,
like it doesn't make no sense because it's like they're trying to say like, we've been advancing and stuff, but how is it that ancient images and stuff is showcasing them on doing all these stuff that we still can't understand or we haven't even got to yet? And it's like, damn, they clearly knew something. They was smarter than us. They was wiser than us because I don't know, they just were like. They
built the pyramids. We can't build pyramids no more.
I mean, I feel like the pyramids are not just things.
What do you think they are?
First of all, I feel like it's a rhombus. Am I tripping? I feel like I'm glitching.
It's a diamond.
It's a diamond, yeah. Like I feel like there's another part to it.
The bottom of it. It goes just as far up and down, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. I feel like that's what it is because it only makes sense. Like, why just build a triangle?
Right.
So I feel like, it's a diamond, and I feel like they serve a purpose, not just, something they built. Like, it might be an entrance or a gateway or something. They serve a purpose, though.
But it's interesting. If it is a diamond, which a lot of people think that, and they haven't proven it yet, or maybe they know. They probably proved it. They just didn't tell us.
They're not going to.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because if they prove it's a diamond, and they prove that it was built a long time ago, because look how much land is raised. Obviously, the diamond had to have been outside of the earth. Yeah. So if it goes like this, and it goes like this, and it probably has a bottom like this. Mm-hmm. Like all that is covered up by dirt. Land. So obviously that's just millions. Like that's old. Like and that would mean the Egyptians didn't build it. You see what I'm saying? Mm. And if the Egyptians and they want to say they built it. Because, they said they built it. The Egyptians said they built it. So they don't want to go around and be like, oh, never mind, we didn't build it. Someone else built it. And then it takes away all of their power, like who they are.
I mean, they're going to have to explain a lot of stuff. Just like the earth being flat. Just like what's really in that water. Just like what y'all really doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to have to explain a lot. So it's like they can't. They
don't want to.
They don't want to.
So what is in the water?
Creatures.
A
species. I feel like there are mermaids, but not like what's depicted. I feel like mermaids are not. If you're telling me that those things are nice, I'm gonna think they're evil. So they're evil. They're not pleasant. They're not sweet. Oh, like that shit. No, they're not none of that. Like they're freaking evil. And they know about them. That's probably why NASA is not in the water anymore. Something had to tell your ass to get the fuck out. You had to be scared and, to get the fuck out. And they got the fuck out. So there's something in there that marked their territory and was like, okay, we live here. if you want us to stay here and not fuck up what you got going on up there, you get the fuck out. And I feel like that's what they really did. Like, I feel like there's creatures that we have never seen, bigger than we've ever seen, because the ocean is so big and deep. So it only makes sense for it to be, the space to be filled up, right? Big and deep. Big, huge motherfucking things in that water. Like,
right.
That's what I think. I don't know. I might be wrong. Don't.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there is mermaids and they had contact with humans, or like, I don't really want to deal with them, because we were probably doing some messed up stuff. Or like, we're just gonna go wherever they live. They're like, we're gonna go over there. Have you ever heard of Inner Earth?
Yes, but I don't know too much on it.
They believe that there's like a whole inside of Earth. Like, I mean, even if a flat Earth is true, because they found so many like tunnels into the Earth. They found like literally like places in India and different places like in the world where they have like a whole place where they could live 50, 100,000 people underground, and there's like tunnels and like complete cities underground. And it's like, why?
I think they're there for a reason. Clearly,
yeah.
I feel like they're for the species of people that's here that we don't know is here to live. I feel like they're like, they could be possible transit areas for like, sex trafficking, all that crazy shit.
That's definitely the case.
Yeah, like
in America and different places.
Yeah, so I really feel like that could be a thing, or it might be where the reptilians and all these other things was living
at one time.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be possible the world ended and then floods and humans needed to live somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like people did live somewhere, but I don't think it was people that lived there. I don't know.
I mean, you're probably right though about that. I could see that. I don't know. I mean, a lot of cities like LA, for example, has a whole city system, a whole tunnel system underground.
Yeah.
And they say sex trafficking. Oh, child trafficking.
Yeah. I feel like they probably have that. I think it's a little bit of both. Could be a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think there's more than one reason that they have this stuff.
What they need, all these, like sometimes I feel like even with sex trafficking, whatever it's called, I feel like even with that, they're using the kids for the reptilians. Like, how are they surviving? Like, they probably need pure, blood or whatever.
In all the old movies, they always used to be like, we need a virgin child with pure
so that's
blood.
why they do kids under a certain age, or kids from, like, I feel like it's deeper than that. Like, yeah, they're telling us apart. Realistically, if they didn't want us to know about sex trafficking, we wouldn't know. Realistically, they're telling us a part of everything. We don't know the full story. We just know what
they've definitely been telling us. It's almost like they want us to accept it.
Yeah,
like they want
slowly.
us to, like not like right away, but over time. Yeah. Which is crazy if that's true. How could we ever accept something like that?
I mean, we're not. So that's why they got to feed it to us in increments and dumb us down a little bit, destroy everybody.
Desensitize.
Yeah. So that's the best way. And they do a damn good job. They're damn near almost there.
That's wild to
That's
even
crazy.
imagine. Like, I agree, though. It's definitely seems like it's moving that direction.
It is.
And it's sick. So basically, I'm back to what Inner Earth is like. Basically, they feel like there's a whole society inside Earth. And, as you go inside the Earth, they've been there for a long time. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just another theory. I mean, I feel like flat Earth is very possible. I personally don't believe anything. I don't even believe the Earth is round or flat because I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're very possible, though. I feel like they all have a 50-50 chance. Yes or no? 50-50. Because, the only reason why I even opened my mind up to flat Earth is because all these fake videos of space. Like, they're always showing, like, these space stations, and then it'll be, like, rats running around on the outside. Like, they're showing, like, Earth. You know how they always show those videos, and then you see, like, this rat running over the wing?
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck is this rat coming from? And then you'll see, like, the moon landing.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like it was fake to me.
It was fake. I think I know that whole thing is fake. They can't even get through this damn firmament, much less to go to space. How you gonna get to the moon?
It says in the Bible there's a firmament.
Yeah, it is. It says everything's in the Bible. Like,
do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah, but I feel like the Bible is coded in a way. Because realistically, if everything is just clear as day, then it'll be easy for the devil to win. You feel me? Like, he won't even have it. Like, he could literally open the book up. Okay, so this about to happen. This is exactly how it's going to happen. This is how I win. Everything is not play by play.
Let me ask you this. If you could live at any time in the past or the future, when would you live?
Ooh, past.
Specifically.
The beginning of time.
Ah.
Simply because we gonna have to redo the whole Eve scene because now I got to bleed every month. Okay, I really want to know what's tea because ain't no way that snake. You know, I feel like we show it as a snake convinced her to eat the apple because she'll gain something that she already has, but she didn't know she already has. You feel me?
Right.
But I really feel like it didn't happen so easily. I feel like the snake was probably a friend or like someone close to her that she trusted. And I feel like maybe there was something not done on Adam's part to where, you know, because God had to tell Eve. Don't quote me on this, y'all, because don't quote me on this whole thing. But I feel like Eve should have like secured things in with Adam should have secured things with Eve and let her like make sure they was on the same page. Like, God said this is that the third. Let's do this is that the third. You know, we're on one accord. But I feel like the snake was like someone close, someone that she confided in and found as a friend or trusted, and you know, she believed them and ate the apple.
So you're basically saying that the story with Adam and Eve and the snake is an allegory, saying that like the devil can actually use other people to deceive.
Yeah, in a way. Mm-hmm. And I want to see it for myself. Like, girl, what you was thinking? I need to see this. Like, what's tea?
So you would give her the better advice. You feel like it would have been better if we didn't eat the fruit?
No, bitch, this was gonna happen. We gonna bleed everyone. Like, we gonna bleed. Like,
I mean, the truth is, that apple was going, or whatever fruit it was gonna get ate.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and everything's meant to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like according to the Bible, God is all knowing, so He knew. You feel me? It's just we had to make our own choices.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So you would like to go back and see how things really went down?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. I just want to sit back and sip some tea and watch.
Oh, so you just want to be in the fly on the wall in the situation?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel the same way. I want to go back. I don't know when specifically. I was thinking the pyramids. Okay. I want to see. Like, I don't want to, like, see, the thing is, I just want to be like, when were they built? Bring me to that time. Yeah. I just want to see. You know, and then.
Was really building them hoes.
Yeah. And I want to just talk to somebody and be like, what year is it? Because I feel like they're more than 4,000 years old.
Yeah,
just
they're
my opinion.
Older. It's just they don't want us to know.
They don't want us to know.
They're really older.
I feel like they could be super old. We would never know.
We would never know.
And they're all over the world, so, you know.
Portals.
But could be. I wouldn't be surprised. What's something that you want to say to the youth? Something that you feel like you wish you should have heard when you were young?
Be yourself and stay true to who you are. Because nowadays everyone is pretty much the same people walking around. Everybody want to look like each other, be like each other, act like each other. So I feel like find peace and love every aspect of yourself, even the parts that people might not like. You feel me? I feel like that's what make you who you are and unique. And we don't need a bunch of replicas walking around. Be you. Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, I noticed that, like, all the girls doing their makeup the same way, just styles wearing the same things. It's like copy and paste with the dudes too. You know what I'm saying? It's like copy and paste.
Everything's a copy and paste. Like, I mean, I wish I knew that I should be myself, because it's like, man, like, ooh, it's better than most of the stuff I be seeing. you gotta love yourself. You feel me? Like, stop. Don't love other people more than you love yourself. You feel
right. Me? People gotta have confidence in themselves. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people be like, "Oh, I'm different, so you know, I'm not confident as the next person." You know what I mean? I feel like you should be confident in who you are,
no matter
always.
What. Mm-hmm.
For sure. But I just want to tell you, just keep going. Don't let nothing get in your way. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Keep this shit pumping. So what's your aspirations like? What do you see yourself doing in the next 5-10 years? Like, who do you want to be?
In the next 5-10 years, I would like to be a better, bigger version of myself. My goal isn't to stay in the same spot doing the same thing. I would like to expand. I feel like I get so many great ideas, but I'm limited in as far as making it happen, because it's like, dang, I don't have the resources, the connects, the everything I need in order to make it happen. But in the next 5 to 10 years, I could see myself creating my own films, starting a bunch of businesses. Yeah, and doing a little bit of everything. Like, I want to expand on a different type of level. I'm trying to change things instead of creating more of the same things. Even when it comes on to shows and stuff, for the last 5 years or so, probably more than that, I've been so interested in bringing shows to YouTube, and I'm so glad that it finally started. Because, y'all, I've been sitting there planning. So, like, but now I would like to make it authentic. Everyone wants a show where people's tearing down each other or fighting or, you know, drama. Let's just make things entertaining. It can be relatable. Like, you know, to a lot of people, everything doesn't have to be about bringing out somebody and fighting. So I'm trying to bring back the fun to TV and fun to life and social media. You feel me? Not the fakeness and fighting and negativity. Yeah.
I can feel that. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So before we get out of here, go ahead and tell them where they can follow you. Where they can follow you? You got YouTube. What do you got?
Oh yeah, baby girl. Follow me on Instagram at Zaidra James, Zaidra James. And my YouTube is Zadiamond TV. I'll be posting a lot more. I had to take a mental break. And yeah, I'm back on this hoe. You feel me?
All right, make sure y'all go follow her. I appreciate you coming to the show. We had a great discussion.
No problem. Anytime.
For sure. We'll see y'all in the next episode.
Peace.
It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow.